22nd May 2017.
Oslo, Utøya, 22nd of July 2011.
It was meant to be a dream, not a nightmare. Panic was overtaking the car. There were children, blood, shoes, a loud bang and then silence. You didn't know whether it was a train crashing. I thought a bomb would look different, sound different. It felt like hundreds of people were falling on me. Everyone was running and screaming and jumping over seats. People's skin, blood and feces everywhere, in my hair and on my bag. Still finding bits of God knows what in my hair.
In the back,
the bone rattled in my chest.
Penetrating,
you could just feel it
right
on the ground.
Into the frontal part of the upper thorax, to the brain. In the back, penetrating the thoracic wall, upper lobe of the left lung, and further upward into the left part of the throat, to the skull base, entering close to the left ear, leaving
you could smell
on the
stuff.
right side of the chin,
the bang echoed around the foyer.
to the soft tissue
I thought it was
of
the
the upper
speakers
chest.
or something, or the balloons. She had pink balloons. I can assure you, it was not a balloon. The longer it went on, the more silent it became. Suddenly something hot flew over us. It landed behind me and my mom and my sister. When I got up, there were bodies everywhere. People I had seen a little earlier. I looked at some of the bodies trying to find my family. A woman couldn't find her little girl. I've never smelled anything like it. All you could smell was burning. No one knew how to respond. I grabbed my sister's head and ducked her underneath the chairs. Hundreds and hundreds of girls running down the stairs. We ran up the stairway,
the left side
instead of the left.
abdomen.
We went down the
Passing
one-story
through the
car
stomach,
park.
right lung, and leaving through the thoracic wall, entering the right side of the chest, passing to the right lung, and leaving to the right side of the back, entering the right cheek, passing through the brainstem and uppermost cervical vertebra, passing through the head and leaving on the left side, through the head, leaving the left temple and left eye, entering in front of the left ear and into the temple to the frontal part of the brain, entering on the left side of the chin, via the lower jaw and skull base on the right side to the brain, leaving the right temple region, passing to the 12th rib, the liver,
It smelled like
right
the entire place was on
and
fire.
heart, entering
I've never
to the
smelled
left
anything
jaw
like it,
angle.
even outside. All you could smell was burning. It smelled like the entire place was on fire. I've never smelled anything like it, even outside.
Passing through
All
the
you could
facial
smell was
skeleton,
burning.
leaving to the right side of the forehead, entering to
After
the
the wave of
left
sirens,
side
it was
of
filled
the
with
occiput,
cars.
leaving to
The
the
road
top of the
actually
skull.
bedlam. People actually going through red lights. The lights went up. I grabbed my daughter and just ran. Her ribs are hurt and slightly burnt. The injuries didn't look like the sort people getting from tripping over. One girl had a panic attack and another had streaming tears. A woman had a heart attack outside. My mind went into overdrive, as if I was waiting to see gunmen. Now the guilt. What if the shoe was on the other foot? I thought it might have been something electrical. Then I looked down. There was a hole in the back of her jacket, as if someone had thrown gloss red paint over her back. Her t-shirt sodden. A perfectly round hole between her shoulder blades. Shrapnel had bruised her lung,
passing on
missed her heart
into
and
the
spinal
occiput,
cord.
to the right occipital lobe of the brain and down into the right frontal lobe, entering the right side of the occiput, passing to the occipital lobe of the brain and leaving to the right temple, entering the left side of the occiput, passing to the brain, into the skull base, entering to the right temple and leaving to the vertex, to the right temporal lobe, entering next to the right ear, entering to the right flank,
Like everyone else,
passing to the
we just
right
want to get home.
diaphragm.
One woman was covered in blood. A gentleman on the floor with his leg all bleeding. A woman with blood down one side of her face. People covered up with posters.